Ready? Yeah, we're good to go.
Now as Ryan, Trenton, and Sean grab your attention towards the world of sports, food, and entertainment, and away from the things that are probably more important. We apologize for nothing and anything that may be spoken, learned, or forgotten today. This is the Real Tree Shaker Show.
Hello, and welcome to the Real Tree Shaker Show. I am Ryan.
It's a great Green Day song.
Yeah. Back in the tradition.
It seems how we seem to start our show every time now. Start talking about Green Day.
Go.
Poor us.
Right,
but
true.
With tea back, I am Sean, and welcome to the newest edition of the Real Tree Shaker Show. Guys, Turkey Day is this week. It's this week.
Turkey Day.
They are starting to run away so they do not get caught for the feast ahead. 3 football days on Thanksgiving. First ever Black Friday game. They should just put game on Saturday, but there's another big game on Saturday. We'll get to that shortly.
Say, we got enough.
Yep. So no teams weekend on a bye, but we're gonna get to the NFL later. But let's start off with this little Clay Travis thing that's been going on about how he's saying a high school boys state championship team could beat a WNBA team.
Okay, I do know what you mean. He wants to put up $1 million.
He would put $1 million of his own dollars that the high school team would win. And he pretty much had been talking to, tweeting with Chelsea Gray, Las Vegas Aces. He's trying to get the high school champs to play the defending WA champs, the Aces.
Now, does he get to pick the state? Because let's be honest, I mean, your all-star states are going to have better players, right? You know, I don't think the South Dakota high school championship team is going to go beat a WNBA team.
No,
but
did they even play 5-on-5 in South Dakota?
I don't even know. I'm just
like, in Texas, there's what, 8-man? Is it 8-man, 7-man football? They might 6-man. Yeah, they might have 3-man basketball.
I can't remember. Is it 6-man?
3-on-3.
True.
I don't.
Yeah, 6-man football.
6-man football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just candy ball. But no, I don't. I just there's no way. Like the women. I mean, it would be close, but I think the women are just super talented and they're pros. You know, they're Olympic athletes.
I won't say it's. I think it'd be a lot closer than we'd think, man. A lot.
No, I said it would be close, but I just think that eventually, the women would win. I think.
I don't know who this dude is, and I haven't even heard this until just now, and it's kind of weird. So I don't
know how it got brought up.
But tell me, why is the WNBA scared to do it? You know,
I mean, are they? Are they scared to do it, or is it just kind of like
I don't know? They think it's below them,
or is it the same feeling I'm having, where it's just like, well, this is strange and weird, but.
Well, I mean, Chelsea Gray did call him a dumbass for his claim, but
who?
I don't know.
Chelsea Gray from the
Tracy
Aces.
Gray.
Tracy Gray, yeah.
Chelsea Tracy Gray from the.
It is Chelsea Gray.
Yeah, Chelsea Gray. So,
well, I'm working.
She's a 3-time champ, so I don't know, what he's getting at, but I don't know. It was something my dad brought up, and I thought it would be kind of good to see y'all's input, but I think the women take it.
I'm more confused
the women would take
before we started the show now, and
well, we're always confused.
But at the same time, I mean,
we're somewhat confused.
We're talking about grown ass women. They're gonna play 18-year-olds. Am I correct on this?
Yeah, there's like 3 19-year-olds in the NBA too, right? So
for sure.
Just so y'all are aware of that.
For sure.
I mean, 1-year guys went to college 1 year and
reclassified.
I'm just thinking about some of those players in the WNBA that have been there for a few years and have a little more experience. So that's where I'd probably take the edge there on that. But there's some squads out there at the youngins, they can ball at times. So
for sure,
it'd be fun to see.
But I don't know.
Just
I don't know.
So if you had a team of like LeBron at 18, Kevin Garnett at 18, Jermaine O'Neal at 18, you think just if they had those three guys and two other dudes, they couldn't take on the WNBA's best?
I think I don't, because they couldn't shoot. LeBron was just bigger and faster and stronger than everybody. Same thing with Garnett and Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah.
But then you had some guys like Sebastian Telfair that were little scrunts, couldn't shoot, got to the league and out right away. So I don't know. I think the women would give them a run for their money.
I do. Yeah.
It'd be fun to watch. So
I think you got a good point there, Ryan. I think you do, but
yeah.
I mean, I really don't know. That's why I was kind of confused on what in the world y'all were talking about, or what Sean was getting at the beginning. But
yeah,
it just seems I understand that they want to kind of make a comparison and kind of level that they're at. You're right. Like, where's the WNBA at for as far as what their stature is? But why not play like an all-star college squad or something? I don't know. Why does it have to be high school? I don't know. Good for the,
because he's trying to downplay the women's game.
Right.
Basically,
right.
He's saying the women aren't good enough to beat a high school team.
Well, sign up and find out.
So,
in my opinion,
that's right. All right.
I would like to see it.
Yeah, let's go.
That'd probably be the first game I've ever watched of women's basketball, because I can't stand to watch most of it. So
it's tough to watch.
I'm not trying to lose people here. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
respect. All respect.
Women's basketball.
Respect
Hey,
to
it's
the
okay.
ladies.
I can watch a little bit of it, but come on.
I'll watch the women's national soccer team before I watch the men's.
No doubt.
Way better there.
No doubt.
So. You watch the World Cup, don't lie.
Absolutely, I do. But I'm like
first
a
10
Giants
minutes.
fan, so I know how to teeter my expectations. So with that Saturday, guys, the game for the 119th time, Michigan takes on Ohio State. With Michigan holding the all-time series lead at 60, 51, and 6. Michigan opens up as a 3.5-point favorite. Over-under is 46. It's game 3 of Jim Harbaugh's Big Ten-induced stupid-ass suspension. Ryan, you're a fellow Big Blue. Give me your thoughts on the game. Keys to victory.
Well, I definitely I don't like that we're 3-point favorites. That's for sure, because I love us being the underdog for one.
But at home, though.
True, but still, we've been the underdog the last 2 years we've won. So, I just always like being the underdog. But keys to victory are going to be a great running game. Definitely getting Corum and Edwards going and running the ball really well. McCarthy protecting the ball, obviously, which I think JJ can do. He's great at that. Great. Does a great job of protecting the ball, not turning the ball over. And then, defense, we're going to give it up to Harrison, I'm sure, just because that guy's a baller and superstar. But got to limit the big plays. We do that, keep it controlled. It's a Michigan-style game. Then we'll win the game. So that's what I think. But how about y'all?
I mean,
go ahead, T.
Think Ryan kind of said it all you can right there. Eliminate the turnovers and the big plays. You got Marvin Harrison, who's a baller. I mean, what, top 5 pick probably? You would think somewhere in there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's just good. And so if you can somehow, if he's gonna do anything, let him do anything in front of you versus getting behind you. And then, much like Ryan said, control the not necessarily the tempo of the game, but run the football efficiently. Value the football and not turn it over. Those kinds of keys like that. Play some decent defense and kind of keep, get Ohio State a little on the uncomfortable side, especially because you're going to be in your own house there. recipe for the win.
For sure.
Ohio State's pretty good.
I think
I don't think that it's just I don't think Michigan's gonna go in there and stomp them or anything like that. I mean, I'd be surprised if they did.
Last year they did.
I know that. I was very happy about that. But it's one of those things. This is gonna be a good game. This should be a really good game, and it's gonna be close. I think that 3.5. That spread?
Mm-hmm.
3.
3?
Is it 3.5 or 3? I've seen it go between both.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I checked about an hour ago on Fox Sports. They got it at 3.5.
Yeah, I think it's going to be right around that. So,
yeah,
3 days, 14 hours, and 58 minutes. In case anyone's wondering. So, but no, I'm with you guys. The way to control Harrison, keep him off the field. And how do you do that? You run the ball. Michigan's outgained Ohio State by, I think, 360 yards on the ground in the last 2 meetings.
Yeah.
And a fun fact for that, this series, the team that has won the rushing battle in game has won the last 21 straight games in this series. So, run the ball. I mean, that's Michigan's mantra. I mean, look what they did against Penn State. 32 straight runs in the second half, 36 straight overall. And they, and you got a first round quarterback, and so, but JJ's got to get sharp. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get JJ going on a little quick passing game right away to get the rhythm. Or they might just say, you know what, Ohio State, smash mouth football, old school Big Ten football. But I think this could be the game for the ages. I don't think the loser's necessarily out of the playoff.
Nope.
Some other things would have to happen, but with the kid from Florida State being out of the picture, Florida State's going to lose a little steam. Could lose a game to Louisville. I mean, Louisville could jump up, but it's going to be fun. I can't wait. So
gonna have to see how it all goes.
Sick. Yep, I might have to call.
I can tell you that Ohio State's made it the last 2 years with one loss, haven't they?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Playoff. So,
but they've always been the 4 seed. They've been the 4 seed. So
true.
That's why. And I mean, if they claim if Marvin Harrison didn't get hurt, they would have beat Georgia, which might have been true because they couldn't stop him. Nobody can stop him.
Right.
But I don't know. I think it's going to be a game for the ages. And watch them beat Ohio State with no Jim Harbaugh. And then what does that tell you? That tells you Michigan's in Ohio State's head and that this series has rotated in favor of Michigan. And did you see the press conference Harbaugh had today?
Yeah.
Where they asked him about his respect level for Ryan Day and the staff of Ohio State. And he just went to... It's all about game preparation and practice, and
he kind of like he didn't want to answer it. Really,
all those other things are irrelevant, is what he said.
Yeah.
So
he didn't want to answer that question, but he has no problem talking about his mother in a one piece. So interesting guy, that's for sure. So.
Yes,
but hey,
that's savory.
Hats off to you, and you make things interesting, Harbaugh. So
it's hilarious.
Hey, could I mean, I don't want to say it, but he could be gone. There's no doubt. There's going to be some NFL teams ponying up the money for him.
No doubt in that.
Yeah, but I don't think he leaves. I think he stays.
I don't know. I wonder.
I think he's the college, like he's probably the highest paid state employee in Michigan.
I'm sure.
I mean, he should stay. No point in going into it. Especially when you pretty much own the conference and now it's going to expand. He's going to get a huge contract. And I think if he was going to leave, Michigan wouldn't be digging their heels in to back him with this whole dumb, stupid suspension.
He could be just tired of this NCAA bullshit, though, too.
That's true.
He could be like, "I'm just tired of it."
Well, they were
I don't want to deal with it.
they were saying that he's got, was suspended, the first 3 games this year. And then these last 3 games, he could come back for the Big Ten championship in the playoff, but he could be facing a big suspension to start next year.
Yeah, it's dumb. That's the NCAA. It sucks, man. It's one of the worst run. I mean, you might as well call it a company in the world, pretty much. Well,
that company is about to fold.
So. Yeah.
So that company.
And that's
what conferences.
Think about. Yep. So, with that, guys, let's talk about a couple games from last weekend. Let's go ahead and start with last night's game. Eagles and Chiefs. Built up as, the Super Bowl rematch. Is going to be a good game. Weather was a little shitty. We can cuss on here, so we'll say shitty.
True. Explicit content.
Who won the game? Who lost the game? In y'all's opinion?
I feel like the Chiefs definitely lost the game. Turnovers, the interception in the red zone by Mahomes, excuse me, and the Kelsey fumble. Those are probably 2 touchdowns there. I would give the Chiefs that they were driving to get, and so that extra 14 points on there. I think that kind of sways the deal. Plus the drop ball at the end of the game, or drop pass, I should say. I mean, still a lot of time left on the clock there. You think the Eagles can probably go get a field goal in that, but don't know. But I think those 2 turnovers like that and that drop pass really just changed it all. So I feel like the Chiefs lost it. Credit to the Eagles for hanging in there, because their offense wasn't playing very well and things like that in the first half. And I mean, they hung around. Defense came through in the second half and found a way to win. So.
Yeah, Chiefs lost it for sure. The drop passes killed them. 5 drops just hurt them. You wonder if they had Tyreek Hill in that spot.
Well, the thing is, things
have been different.
They didn't have Tyreek last year, and they won the Super Bowl. So it's not Tyreek. Yeah. I think it's just a simple fact of
something's off with the offense this year.
Exactly.
Though. Can't say they're scoring points like they were last year either. I mean, their defense is keeping them in games, but their offense is not looking great,
Well, they're the worst team in the NFL in second half scoring. I think they're second in first half scoring and last in second half scoring.
Yeah.
I just don't see.
Can't finish games.
I don't see them running screens like they used to. I don't especially with Andy Reid and his offensive mind. McKinnon's not getting touches like he did. Just little stuff that I at least noticed over the last few weeks, where it's there's something not right. Something's not clicking right now. So is that not having a number 1 receiver? I'm sure that's part of it. But they did it, like I said last year. They did it without any kind of any kind of number 1. So
maybe they are missing Eric Bieniemy more than we think.
Maybe so.
Could be.
But a lot of it has to do with the players, it seems like. What was it, 32 drop passes or something this year? It's leads the NFL.
Yeah.
You just think of all those balls. How many of those are, third down conversions they're trying to get, or maybe even the end zone. So those.
I don't think we'd say that Juju was that important.
No.
He's about the only one they lost. I mean, I'd rather have Rashee Rice over Juju any day.
Exactly. I think he needs to be utilized a lot more too. But
so should Pacheco. Pacheco needs to be ran more. Yep. Screen game reverses. Sky Moore. I mean, where's this guy?
Yep. But
and Kelsey just looks. He's starting to look old.
Yeah.
He is 34. 10 surgeries, right?
Yeah, they were talking about him contemplating retirement. He's thought about it for sure. I mean, why not?
I just think it's Taylor Swift. She's messed everything up on that. And it was so.
He's a champion. He's got a billionaire girlfriend. I mean, come on.
I'm kidding.
And he's making all this he's on every other commercial.
Yeah. It's a little much. I can't lie. Between him and Mahomes,
I'm sure soon he'll have a Old Spice commercial.
I know, right?
Anyways,
he'll be on this. He'll be on this court and everything. So it's It's like the center court.
Oh, go ahead.
The center court looks like what does this look like? What motel is that? Motel 8?
Motel 6?
No, is it
Motel 6?
Or Super 8?
Looks like a Super 8 in the middle of the court, and it followed around by a border of an Old Spice label. Like, it's just
right.
It's like you got your hotel right there for you to stay. That's
Route 76.
Route 76.
For those of you just listening and not watching the NBA game with us, it's the in-season game tournament between Cleveland and they're at Philly. And it looks like the Old Spice label.
They're playing on an Old Spice label and with a Super 8 motel logo in the middle of it.
Perfect skin cover for your shuffleboard.
I agree. Anyways,
right, so back to the games. Back to the games, guys. What other game I like the way the Rams played against the Seahawks, man. I think the Seahawks are swirling out of playoff contention. Geno is being Geno.
I mean, the Seahawks, like they said on Sunday, whatever reason, when the Rams and Seahawks play, the Rams always rise to the occasion. So it's I don't know what it is. They kind of have their number a little bit. I think the Seahawks still have some playoff potential there. But let's see what let's see if Kenneth Walker is going to play, which doesn't seem like he might. So you have Charbonnet coming in, who's got a lot of talent there. But again, they're not clicking like they did last year. And they're about to run into a freight train on Thanksgiving, so we'll see. Tough place to play in Seattle, though.
12th man will be rocking, that's for sure.
They'll probably bring their turkey legs.
Well, Ryan, your thoughts on Bengals losing Joe Burrow?
Yeah, tough, man. Sucks, you just tell someone's wrong. The whole game just was like a barrage of injuries, and Andrews going out for possibly the year, then Burrow. Man, just sucks, It just, Bengals are done, man. They only go as far as Joe Burrow takes them, So, sucks for their season, But it pretty much took a top contender out of the AFC, so left it even more wide open than it is, and we'll see what old John Browning can do.
Jake
Brown.
Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. Let me remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's a star, man.
That was my preseason Super Bowl pick, so might have to.
Oh, there's a little rumor going around. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but the Super Bowl logo, it has colors in it, right? And so, like, the last few years, it's had the colors of the teams in it. But yet, the logo was made before the season started, obviously, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that.
So this year, it has purple and bronze. Ravens, 49ers.
Interesting.
Who knows? We'll see if the script holds true.
Oh, God. And hopefully the lights stay on in this Super Bowl.
If those two are in it, you have to admit something's up. If those two teams are in it. Come on. Something, at least. No?
I don't hear any crickets, do you?
I know. Nothing at all.
I'm just not taking the bait. Just not going to take the bait.
It's interesting. I'm just saying.
I've already had dinner.
I wish I had this X-Files sound effect. That would have gone perfect in that moment of silence.
The referees have been horrible in the league this year. For one, they've missed so many calls, and they've made calls to help teams, to hurt teams. It's just like they're impacting the game too much too, I think. So, that's an issue for sure they got to address.
I do agree with you on that. There's no doubt they've definitely been. It's been rough this year. I can't get behind the scripted thing. I saw some jackhole on my friends list on Facebook, right? That they scripted the game last night, and MVS dropped that ball on purpose, and so it's like that's an Eagles fan talking. So it's just like I'm not gonna sit there and take that bait, man. And
So they script it with clear weather, snowy weather,
Yeah, exactly.
rainy weather.
They got the weather
so they
balloon.
have a script prepared for.
Got the weather balloon over the stadiums.
Whatever goes wrong.
Do not get me wrong. Like, I am not one of those guys that's going to be like, oh no, this is exactly how it is. No, I'm not going to believe in conspiracies and things like that. This one's a little tough for me. So now again, the whole refs being bad and probably making wages and doing or just getting paid somewhere and all that stuff. Yes, but at the end of the day, like, those players are out there playing and they control what happens at the end. This isn't WWE. So.
Woo! Oh, there it is.
Had to give a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I'm just.
All right, so how about Cleveland?
Just waiting.
Oh, go ahead, T.
Just waiting for some glass to smash, and then Stone Cold comes out.
There you go.
He's out the tunnel. He's going to be the new running back on 4th down for the brotherly shove. So.
Hey, never know.
Would be cool.
So drink some beer and kick some ass.
Would be cool if you did that.
That's true.
But anyways,
where you go,
Sean? Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, how about the Browns winning their fourth game with under 10 seconds left of the season?
Anybody pick the Browns last year?
I believe.
This guy.
Did you?
This guy. Yep.
I thought I did, but
I did.
I'm too lazy to get up and get my list, which is
I must
5
have
feet away
spilled
from me.
water on my list. Where the hell is the game? Oh, I picked.
I
the
have
Browns
my list
too.
right here.
I picked the Browns too.
I think we all picked the same, didn't we? Me and you, Sean, or close?
Yeah. Trenton had Steelers.
Had the Steelers?
Got the score right. You got the score right though. 16-13. Oh no, it was 13-10. Never mind.
Yeah.
But you had the lowest score. So, all right. Well, since we're on the Steelers, thoughts on Matt Canada getting fired today?
Good.
Is it going to make a big difference?
Good move.
I mean, we'll see. It's been so bad, like, for a couple of years there. Like, how could it get any worse? So let's just find out. Same thing.
Does a bear shit in the woods? Is Kenny Pickett still the quarterback? They still gonna suck.
One multiple touchdown passing game in 22 starts.
He's gonna throw for.
When Tim Boyle's the only worse quarterback than you. Come on.
Well,
Tim Boyle's
not.
It's not. Zach Wilson worse than Tim Boyle. So come on now.
Starting quarterbacks.
There you go.
I'm saying.
Well, what?
I don't know, man. Watch Pickett come. Pickett's gonna come out and throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Boom. The offense is gonna.
Only Tommy DeVito can have a game like that.
Yeah, I would take Danny DeVito over Kenny Pickett.
Well, when you play the Manders defense, I mean, you're gonna look like an elite quarterback. So, who they got? Oh yeah, they got Dak. Dak's gonna screw up this on Thursday.
We'll see.
The Cowboys. Oh man, we got to get in that game for sure.
We'll see.
We will in this edition of Rapid Fire. But no, I mean, Kenny Pickett, okay, since October 1st, how many touchdowns do you think Kenny Pickett has thrown?
I know. I've heard. 0.
2.
Dose.
2?
Two. You know how many Anthony Richardson has thrown?
Yes.
Since October 1st? 2.
Okay. And he's hurt.
Yeah. And he's hurt. Correct.
He's been hurt since then.
Get that kid Warren the ball. Jalen Warren had a fantastic game. Keep that kid rolling. Freiermuth should be back. So I mean, it's not lack of weapons. He just Kenny Pickett's probably in that Daniel Jones class, man. Like, time to cut bait and move on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
I agree.
Looking like it.
Oh yeah. So with that, I think Tim Boyle will make the 48th. I might be one off. 47th or 48th different starting quarterback.
Goodness.
Yes.
Oh, so sorry, dude. Sorry.
Yes.
Basketball score.
Oh, I thought you were just complimenting me on that note.
What was the note?
I know. I was like,
what was the note? Sorry.
Yes, sounds good.
If you're not, then I mean, come on.
Maybe this guy.
All right. Boo this guy. Boo this
Boo
man.
this man.
Boo this man. Well, what was the note again? I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't want to read it now.
It was the 47th. Tim Boyle is the 47th different starting quarterback in the NFL this season.
Wow.
47 different quarterbacks have started this season.
That's crazy. So yeah, props to the note, man. This score though, 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Hawks and Pacers, 107-108.
You know what the over was on that game?
What was it?
160. No, 260.
Wow.
Sorry, 260.
Damn.
Like 100.
I wouldn't have thought
Vegas had it high.
I would have taken
Vegas had it high.
That.
Yeah, Vegas had it super high.
That's crazy.
So
wow. That is.
They're gonna get.
I knew it was a lot of scoring. Every bettor on Twitter today was saying bet all the overs for this game, for the props and everything, for the points, because these guys are going to score a ton of points tonight. So
wow,
they were right.
Wow,
that's a lot.
Yeah, is that game on TV anywhere?
NBA.
I don't know.
What channel is that game on?
I'm watching TNT, and it was just up in the right corner just now. Let me see if it's on the
okay
network.
Okay, so let's say before we get into the next week's games, if Washington gets embarrassed on Thanksgiving, is Ron Rivera fired?
No, it's not on. I don't know how he still has a job now, and so maybe that's what it is. Maybe since it's a short week, they're gonna kind of see how it goes. I don't know. A change needs to happen. Again, like, mad respect and props to that man battling cancer and winning and things like that. You know, hats off to you. But you have a losing record in the season, the time you've been there, and it's especially the last couple of years. And it's time to make a change. It shows it's time to make a change.
Yeah, they just got embarrassed by the Giants, so
exactly.
And didn't can them. So I don't know why you can't. You know why? Oh, we're gonna get beat by the Cowboys, which aren't the Cowboys favored by 10?
10.5.
10 in the hook.
10.5. Yeah. So
yep.
I mean, come on. They get beat, it's pretty much expected. So I don't know why you just don't hold them until the end of the year. 11.
I
thought it was 10.5 earlier.
It was.
So figured it would jump up a little bit, but yeah, I mean, why not hold on to him till the end of the season and
I don't know.
Promote the enemy at that point.
I like T's idea. We were talking before you jumped on about just let the enemy take over. Same thing in LA with the Chargers. Let Kellen Moore take over. See what you got. You have your offense. It's an offensive-driven league, but give them the keys to the car. They got 7 games to see what you can do with them.
I think you know what you have with Kellen Moore. Well, we've seen the offense already, so
It's a culture thing. They come from different spots, and I bet they would clean house, to be honest with you. Like the whole commander's staff would be gone once Bieniemy took over. He'd be like, nah, get rid of everyone that Ron knows. So that's probably why they don't want to make that change. Right now they probably think, well, we're not going to put 10 guys out of a job right now.
And
so
the Commanders are probably going to beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, so that's going to be hilarious if they do.
Dude, would you bet Kenny Pickett throwing for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, or the Manders winning?
Manders all day.
Manders.
Shoot.
I don't know. I got to think about it.
I mean,
no, the Manders. Yeah, I'll do the Manders.
I mean, how many times have they gone in there and done it before? So
true,
especially on Thanksgiving. But again, it's a long shot. I mean, they got to play. Clearly, they're going to go play a hot team. But again, the Cowboys beat up on 2 really bad teams, and so what did they prove?
True.
I don't know, not much.
Yeah,
they're about to play a 3rd bad team, but 3 in a row, playing well,
and a 4th bad team next week too.
So I'm saying, you're going to stumble your toe somewhere. Someone's going to choke.
But then they get
somebody going to choke on the wishbone, and we'll find out who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or the turducken. I want to try a turducken one day.
Yes, me too.
If we ever get big and famous and fancy, maybe we can get a turducken
I've had
sent
one
to
before.
us.
They're not bad.
That'd be nice.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. Not bad at all.
Is it good?
Yeah, I still kind of prefer
That's a lot of work.
Still kind of prefer the turkey and everything separate, or the turkey and like, you know what I mean? Like turkey cool by itself, stuff you want to put it in the turkey, all about that. What in the world?
I know.
But I mean, it's a little much if you, or I guess for richness and things like that, it's just a little much, but good though. No doubt.
Well, it'd been cool if John Madden would have handed us a piece of turducken, but all right. Well, let's just do that, guys. Let's switch to rapid fire for week 12. A little recap for week 11. Ryan came out on top at 10-4. T at 8-6, and I finished out at 9-5. So that makes 4 straight weeks for the RTS show, where all 3 of us are above 500. Good. So,
and gain
listen to us. We're starting to get it.
Yeah.
I fell a game or percentage points behind Ryan, thanks to the Seahawks losing to the Rams.
Yeah,
but I picked the Rams.
Way to go, Gino. Both of y'all did. Both y'all did. I was the only one who had the Hawks. I was the only one who had the Seahawks. Yeah. Anyways, back to it. So, all right.
Look at this,
guys. Court. Let's just go straight to.
How is the Hawks court going to be? How's the Hawks court going to be completely blue when you're also a red and black team?
Ooh, I'm looking at.
I just saw the highlights from it.
Looks like a Olympic volleyball court.
Yeah,
it's all blue.
Very weird.
I don't get it.
Based in North Carolina's campus.
I do not get it. Anyways,
so no buys for any teams this week, guys. Yes. We have 3 Thanksgiving Day games. Real quick trivia question: who is the only team in the NFL who has not played on Thanksgiving? Only one team is
one
not.
team, huh?
The Jets.
Nope.
The Ravens.
Nope.
Chargers.
Nope.
Colts.
We can name off all 30.
Terrible at this.
The Falcons.
Oh God, no! It is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Damn.
The team not to.
I thought about that, but I figured.
So a quick rundown. Detroit is hosting the Packers in Motown. 8-2 Detroit welcoming in the 4-6 Packers. Detroit opens up at a 7.5 point favorite. Who you got, guys?
I gotta take the Lions. It's Thanksgiving Day. This is the new Lions, right? And I don't trust the Packers offense I just don't trust them yet. They played well last week, but they were at home. I think that Lions defense is a little suspect, so I think they're going to go and score some points. I think the Lions, though, are going to pull this one out. That's 7 in the hook, though. I don't really know. That part's a little tricky. I think there's going to be some action in this game, though. I'm thinking 31-23 Lions. So I guess maybe I'm having them cover, but I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if it's a lot closer than that.
Cool. Yeah, I got the Lions too. I just think a come from behind victory like they had against the Bears really pulls your team together and gives you some confidence going in that next week. So short week, I know, but last time the Lions were 8-2 or 9-2 was 8-2. Sorry, was 1962. And they beat the Packers in that Week 12 game and won. So I'm going to hark back to, 70 years ago and say they're going to beat the Packers again. No, they are going to beat the Packers. I have it 31-20. Lions over the Packers. They're playing too good right now. I love the way they're playing now, and Sun God's maybe been the best receiver. Yeah. Fun team to watch.
They are.
Whether it's Gibbs or Montgomery or Laporta or Sun God, it's just a fun team, man. And it was a good win, like you said, coming back to beat the Bears when they played like shit, especially Goff in that first half. But I also have the Lions at 31-20.
What the? Really?
Wow. I'm telling you, man.
Dude.
I write these scores on my lunch break, so I've had this stuff written down for a while.
We've done that like 3 or 4 times this season. That's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy. It really is. So, okay, quick. Detroit all-time 37-44-2 on Thanksgiving Day. Green Bay is 14-20-2. So, with that, the next game, Tees Manders at 4-7 after that ass whooping from the Giants. Travel to Dallas to take on the 7-3 Cowboys. Cowboys, like we said, 11-point favorites at home.
Wow.
All-time Dallas is 32-22-1 on Thanksgiving Day, and Washington only played 12 games, 4-8 on Turkey Day.
I mean, the obvious is there. I mean, you got the Cowboys playing hot. You got the Manders who are a mess, the Mander mess, and I mean, yeah, you got to take the. I'm going to take the I'm not taking the Cowboys. Give me the Manders all day. Give me them points. Like, I don't know what it is. Again, like I said, the Cowboys beat up on 2 really bad teams. They're playing a third one that they should dominate at home. I just don't trust them, and so yeah, probably gonna be a crazy game. So, maybe not that crazy, but give me 28. Give me 28-24 Manders.
Wow. The gall.
Plus, I got to catch up. Plus, I got to catch up ground. I catch up ground on you guys. So, got to take some risks.
Okay. Well,
there you go.
Well, I like the Cowboys.
Well, that's your
I think
team.
It's going to be a blowout. Yeah,
I mean, it should be a blowout.
My second team.
It should be a blowout.
Well,
but how many times? How many times have they let you down? So,
well, the game's in Arlington, and the Cowboys are 4-0 at home, and they've won every game at home by at least 20 points. So, it would not surprise me if it was a blowout. I'm debating on giving T some credit, so I'm going to go 31-17. Cowboys over the Manders.
You don't got to give me any credit. I'm not playing the game.
What kind of credit is that?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
In-store credit?
What kind of,
yeah.
There you go. Discounted team merchandise.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm not signed up for that credit card.
No bull junk on that.
Bull junk everywhere.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys too. Dak is just really good at home. So I like the Cowboys at 28-18.
6 field goals for the Manders.
Yeah, I was like, how in the world do we get 18 points? But go.
It's field goal Ron, man. Come on. Field goal Ron. So
True.
For the nightcap, we got the Niners traveling to take on the 12th man in Seattle and the 6-4 Seahawks. Real quick, Seattle 2-2 all time on Thanksgiving, and the Niners are 3-2-1 on Thanksgiving. But the Niners open up as 6.5-point favorites.
That's a tough one. I think the Niners is playing better ball right now. They're grooving. I know Seattle's a tough place to play and all. I don't think that's a. What'd you say? 6.5 is what they're favored. 6 in the hook. Oof. I think it's a 24-20 game. Niners pull it off, and I think it's something where it could, like the Seahawks could have the ball and trying to get a game-winning touchdown or something like that, and not pull it off. But taking the Niners here, 24-20.
Man, I'll say this. I had to see Brock Purdy just tear apart the Bucs last week. He had a perfect passer rating, 158.3. He was awesome. He was amazing. His
First
10
one
games,
since
he's
Joe
been
Montana.
absurd. Yeah. He leads the NFL. He's throwing 70% completion this year. He's been amazing. Yards per attempt, he's leading at 9.7. He's been pretty damn awesome. I'd say this is probably Shanahan's best job as a coach, coaching up a quarterback. So, man, I just think it's a McCaffrey game after building up all that. So I like the Niners. I know. After all that, I like the Niners 27-20 over the Seahawks.
All right. Well, I think we got two teams trending in different directions, and San Fran's trying to keep pace with Philly and Detroit to get one of those top two seeds. So I think the Niners come out focused and take a little whooping to Seattle with a 34-20 victory. Then we go to our first ever Black Friday game, guys. A 3 p.m. kickoff Eastern Time. 2 for you Texas folks. Where we have the Dolphins at 7-3 traveling to MetLife to take on the Tim Boyle now led New York Jets at 4-6.
Ooh.
Dolphins 10-point favorites.
Man, tough call on that. I mean, it's like are the Jets going to get a little spark with the old Boyle back there? I don't know. But also, you have a Florida team traveling up to
Boyle rules.
Boyle rules. Dad, are you okay?
They're worried.
I know they're not talking to me, so.
You're okay.
No, they didn't say y'all. They said Dad. So that's one of y'all.
Yeah. We're right here.
Somebody comes in here asking Dad if you're okay with in my house. I'm gonna flip out like what? So, why are you talking?
I didn't get that card in the mail.
Clearly, you drove here, so. So no, Dad's not okay, guys.
Oh man.
That was awesome.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we didn't need you people. We took care of it ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
did you pick? Okay, so I don't know. Anytime a Boyle gave me excitement, so I'm gonna have to pick the Dolphins on this one. I think the Jets are just, you talk about teams going in different directions. Jets down. Dolphins, man, what are they favored by? What's the line?
11.
Wow.
Or no,
wow.
10. 10, my bad.
10. Dolphins. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go 35-21. No, 35-13. Dolphins over the Jets.
It's tough because, I really think the Dolphins are the better squad. They got they got the elite offense and all that stuff. We just saw what the Bills did to the Jets defense. But you're in New York. I'm going to say the weather's going to have something to do with it. So I think I don't know if it's going to be like an explosive game for the Dolphins. So, man, give me 27-10 Dolphins. They might have to run the ball. Based if that weather up there is going to blow through, if it's going to linger around for a little while. So we'll see. I kind of am curious if Ryan's Boyle is going to come out and do anything, though. Kind of curious. I feel like all they really got to do is complete some passes and get Breece Hall used a little bit more, and they might be able to actually do something because the Dolphins' defense isn't elite. So, but yeah. I'm gonna stick with.
They sealed their game last week with a Jalen Ramsey interception. So.
Exactly. That's what I like. If I were betting, I wouldn't take the Dolphins in the points there. I definitely wouldn't do that. So, just saying. But my score indicates other things.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm with you guys. I think weather will be a factor. Jets defense is still good. They are good. But maybe Boyle provides a spark. I don't know. But Miami 24-15. All right. Oh, I got to find the right button. All right. Then we have the most important game of the weekend. The Patriots at 2-8 traveling to the Giants at 3-8 as we battle for that top pick in the draft. Patriots open up as a 3-point favorites. The over-under, guys, I thought this
10.
was an Iowa game. It's at 33.5.
Yeah. There's not much to say on this game. 16-13 Patriots. I don't know how either one of the teams score their points. It's going to be a Belichick kind of like defensive mess. And, yeah, give me the Patriots 16-13.
Yeah, I was torn on this game. Was so hard to pick, man. I feel like it's going to be another Giants-Jets game, the Giants are probably going to get screwed over again, and so I'm going to pick that same result. Pats 13, Giants 10.
I said 16-13.
Pretty much as close.
Yep. Well, as much as it pains me, I think the Giants are just the better team. The defense has been playing. When we don't play Dallas, we're okay. But yeah, I think it's an ugly game. And Tommy DeVito gets his second straight win, and the Giants win at 17-13. Then we travel south. I think I'm wearing that button out. I got to go back to the tackle. All right, there we go. Saints at 5-5, traveling to Atlanta, where Desmond Ridder has been named the starter for the remaining part of the season, I guess, as the Falcons sit at 4-6. The Saints, 1-point favorite on the road.
Got to take the Falcons. Ryan said a few weeks back they play well at home. And so, yeah, I think Ritter's not terrible. I think it's just, again, some of the play calling and the way they're using their weapons have been a question this year that we all know. But yeah, give me the Falcons. 27-20. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with T. I like the Falcons at home. Obviously, I've said it before. I know the Saints are going to have about, I think, 5 starters out due to injury. Derek Carr may not play. I know Winston's not not any of a drop-off from Carr, I don't think. He's not much of a drop-off, if any.
No.
But I do like the Falcons in this. He's going to get a W for him. He's going to... But yeah, I like the Falcons 23-20. I like them putting a little bit of confidence in Ridder back, so hopefully he can take that and do something with it. Let's hope.
I don't know. I don't trust Ridder and company. Like you guys said, misuse of weapons. And the Saints defense is a top 5 defense. So I like the Saints 24-17 on the road. Panthers at 1-9, traveling to the Mayo Boy Titans at 3-7.
Oh boy!
Titans open up as 3.5-point favorites.
Oh, I don't even know. It's gonna be a bad game, probably. Oh, then again, who knows? It might be an interesting game. Derrick Henry hasn't showed up this year. It's his time of season. So where is he? I don't know. Titans secondary is bad, so I can see Thielen having a good game and maybe them moving the ball. Oh, man, give me a 20. Give me a 21-16 game. Titans because they're at home.
Tough to pick,
it's not by default. Yep.
It's not going to be one of the most watched games, I'll tell you that. I like the Titans. I think Derrick Henry has a good game against the Panthers. I think it's more or less his game to win. Could see him get 100 yards and a couple scores. I do like the Titans. I'm going to go Titans 23, Panthers 21. It's going to be close, though. I think Bryce Young has a pretty decent game for a change. So,
I don't know. I'm with you guys on the Titans. I think this is an ugly game. Worse than the Giants-Pats. So I have the Titans at 13-12.
Oh, wow.
All right. Jacksonville, it's 7-3. Traveling to Houston. Game. This, I think, is the game of the week.
Yeah.
Game of the
looking
week.
Forward
Jags,
to it.
7-3 at Houston, 6-4. Jags are a 1.5-point favorite. Highest over under on the ticket. We're tied for the highest. Yeah, 48.5.
Give it to me. Give me the Jags. I think Houston beat them down in Jacksonville or Duval earlier in the season. Just kind of started their little streak there. And I think the Jags weren't they weren't sure what their identity was and things like that. So I think this is going to be a shootout, but I think they're going to pull it off. Man, give me a 38-35 game to the Jags.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game, man. I noticed towards the end, the second half, CJ Stroud did not play as well as he did. He had some turnovers, and they turned the ball over 3 times and still won the game. To me, that's a sign of a good team. I know that sounds weird, but sign of a good overall team that's not carried by just their quarterback. So I like the Texans in this one. I do. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be just a really good game. I think Stroud will throw for over 300. I don't trust Lawrence to do it, but
you don't trust T-Law.
The Jags allow passing. Yeah, just not to throw for many yards. He can be efficient, but
best game of the season last week.
I like the Texans 35-31 over the Jags.
They're shootouts. All right. I think this is starting to look. I think Trevor is on track. I think they have to run the ball. Get the ball to ETN, and that sets up Trevor. Trevor is not a true drop back passer. I think he needs to play action, roll him out of the pocket, RPOs. So I like Jacksonville 31-27. But if Houston wins this game,
they're in first place.
Yep. They would be tied for first. Season sweep for Texans. So basically, that division might be locked up with the win by Houston this week.
And T-Law is 1-4 against the Texans in his career. He always struggles against them. And the Jags are 0-3 when they've allowed 275 pass yards or more this year. All 3 losses have come when they've allowed passing yards. So, saying.
Well, you took the Jags, so I just take the Texans.
No, I did take the Texans.
35-31. My bad.
Yeah, Texans over Jags. It's going to be an awesome game, though. I'm looking forward to it for sure. That's when I'm going to have to probably go to my CBS channel and watch the whole game, possibly.
There you go. Romo and Nance. There we go. So we got Pittsburgh at 6-4 with their newly upgraded offense, traveling to take on Jake Browning and the Bengals at 5-5, who are now without Burrow for the rest of the year. I think I don't know about this game.
I mean, let's see if the Steelers can have a spark. Will they? I don't know. Bengals defense has been playing pretty decent, but the Bengals offense is going to struggle with their quarterback probably. Oh man. Give me a 20-13 game. Who's at home?
Cincy.
The Bengals.
Maybe 20-13 the Steelers.
Man, will the Steelers lose to a backup quarterback for the second week in a row? I wonder.
Probably.
I don't know. With Kenny Pickett starting, I'm going with Jake from State Farm.
What happened to John?
I struggle with this. Jake, John, whatever. Jay Browning, let's just call him that. You know what? I think the Steelers struggle on the road a little bit, and I think Cincy's defense will help him help him pick up the slack in this game. It's going to be close. This one I think is going to be more like I'm going to go 20-17 Bengals over the Steelers.
All right.
Who's calling plays for the Pittsburgh offense too?
Mike Sherman.
Did they announce anyone? I didn't know.
Mike Sherman or something like that. Oh no, I heard it early on.
I mean, it doesn't matter when Kenny Pickett's your quarterback. They could have Bieniemy calling plays and he'd suck ass. So
you just really don't like that guy.
No,
you have not.
I think he's so overhyped, man. Just because he's a hometown kid.
But at the same time, like I said earlier, like what quarterback out there that's not elite isn't overhyped? Like, is Baker not overhyped?
Oh yeah, he sucks too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like we have what 5?
I'm agreeing.
5 quarterbacks in the league that don't stink right now. Cool. Like I don't know.
No, but Kenny Pickett was like the second coming of Terry Bradshaw or something, you know. So
he's a hometown kid, got drafted because he went to Pittsburgh. You gotta like the story. He just hasn't done much yet though. Like
overdrafted.
What's it been? 2.5 years? Give him a second. Well, I guess he's had a second.
How much time do you give him?
I mean, one multi-touchdown game in 22 starts. You know, good weapons on the outside. Eddie Faulkner is the new offensive coordinator, running backs coach.
Okay.
But Mike
might be
Sullivan,
good for him.
Mike Sullivan will call the plays.
That's what it was.
So
okay.
But
Sully.
yeah. So I'm gonna go Sully. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. I don't know why. I have a feeling that Pittsburgh's defense is going to pick 6 or something. 24-13, big game for TJ Watts.
That's what I worry about the most.
35 rushes for Pittsburgh.
Goodness.
Oh, yeah.
18 throws for Pickett.
What did you say that over was?
But anyways.
260? They're at 280, 286 right now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy,
How
right?
much time is left? How much time is
3
left?
minutes.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Wow. That's not even overtime.
No, that's what I mean. Like
that's crazy.
That's the basketball I like right there.
Yeah, speaking of playing some 2K
5 minutes left
mode.
in this 5 minutes left in this Cleveland Sixers game, and it's 99-96.
Sixers came back. I know, right?
They were down. They were down.
That was the score at halftime in the other game.
That's crazy.
Because when they went in at halftime, they had to put on some
Old Spice.
That's
true.
All right, so let's.
It's scripted.
I know we're busy, gentlemen. Yeah, let's get through this scripted rest of this show as we take out Ryan's Bucks on the road at 4-6 to the Colts at 5-5, 2.5-point favorites for the Colts.
Tough game, man. I don't think they played terrible against the Niners. Purdy, he did tear them apart, but McCaffrey didn't do that much against them. His average, I think he rushed for 77 yards on like 21 carries.
Something like
wasn't
that.
great.
It was like 103 all purpose. So
yeah, he caught a couple balls and scored a touchdown that way, but. Something, for some reason, tells me Tampa Bay is going to win this game. Close, not a great game. I like the Bucks. 21-20 over the Colts. Baker leaves a game-winning drive in the last 2 minutes.
Minshew magic all day. Minshew magic all day. Plus Jonathan Taylor coming back to somewhat of his form and things. And I don't know. It's gonna be. It could be a rough game, but at the same time, with the way that these two teams have been playing, I can see them going a little back and forth. So, give me the Colts 27-21.
All right, Ryan, I'm with you on the Bucks. I like a close game. I like watching Minshew play, but JT is back, so I just think if Baker doesn't make a mistake, keep feeding Mike Evans the ball, and they'll be just fine. So I got Bucks 20-17. All right, the Rams, off their victory over the Seahawks, travel to Arizona with the Rams as a 1-point favorite on the road. Rams are 4-6. The Cards are at 2-9. Or no, 2-8. 2-8.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna take the Cards here. 28-27, It's going to be like a last-second field goal or touchdown or something like that. They always play really tough against each other, and not too sure how injured Stafford is or isn't. And since they cut Henderson, Williams is coming back, so we'll see how that goes. Could be an action-packed game, though. But give me the Cards, 28-27.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals too. I think them getting Kyler back, he's giving them a little bit of a spark. So, I do think it's going to be very, very close divisional game. Definitely not like their first meeting when the Rams won 26-9. So I like Cardinals 23, Rams 20.
Salud.
Excuse me.
Salud.
Thank you.
Salud. Woo. All right. Well, I'm against you guys. I got the Rams. With Matthew Stafford playing and Kyron Williams coming back. Kid was pretty solid for him. I don't know, but not sure about Cooper Kupp and that
he's
ankle
out.
injury.
He's probably going to be out.
So, yeah.
I haven't said it, but I don't think he will.
Yeah. Okay, so then I'm changing my pick. It's not official yet. No, I'm just kidding. I wrote down Rams. I'll stick with it. Although I did have Cards. You can see. I did scratch it out.
Well, here,
you can change it. Game hasn't been played yet.
Well, then I'll take the Rams.
28-21 Rams. Are you changing?
Okay, I catch up ground on you guys somehow. So, yeah, give me the Rams. Same score.
All right. I don't know why I keep saying that. But the Browns at 7-3. It's unbelievable. Like, when was the last time if in our lifetime we could say that Detroit is the number 2 seed in the NFC?
The Browns and Lions.
And Cleveland is only a half game out of first place, a half game out of the number 1 seed. It's,
This late in the season, not in our lifetime.
Right. That's crazy. But they're going to the Browns to take on the red-hot Broncos.
Oh,
Broncos a 2.5-point favorite.
Go ahead, T.
17-13 game. Broncos. I don't know how they do it. just. I think I just rambled off something there. That's all the thinking I really want to do about the game. So
here we go.
I don't know. Cleveland just finds a way to win somehow every week. I don't know how they do it. Great defense and a good running game for sure, but
solid kicker too. Hopkins is great.
Yeah, very good. Former Commander, right? T.
Oh yeah,
Dustin Hopkins, right? DTR to me, he gave him kind of a spark at the end of that game on that drive. I feel like he just, I don't know. I think he found something that he can carry over into this week. It's going to be another close, low defensive game. I'm going to go 17-14, Cleveland over Denver.
Well, Broncos country, let's ride.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
5 in a row.
It's ugly, but Russell Wilson's efficient. He's not the problem. He's not. So, I mean, the defense, they got ran over a little bit, but that's because they ran. Who did they play last week?
The Vikings on Sunday night.
Yeah, the Vikings just ran the ball a lot, but Denver just finds a way. Russell's not making mistakes. Get Javonte Williams the ball more, but I like the Broncos 20-16. Another ugly game. All right, the Chiefs 7-3 traveling to Vegas to take on the Raiders at 5-6 with the Chiefs as 9.5-point favorites. It's a big line for the Chiefs.
Yeah. I mean, the Raiders
divisional game too.
Raiders usually play them pretty close, so I don't know. The Chiefs defense looked pretty good last night, and I think it will continue. I think that offense will do better. I think Kelsey will have a huge game too. So give me 31-13 to the Chiefs.
Man, I have to think if Antonio Pierce wins this game, would they say you're our coach now, full time, not interim anymore? I don't know. But
I could agree with that.
Well, what was the guy that took over for when Gruden got fired? He took him to the playoffs and they didn't keep him.
True.
Yeah.
But they're talking about this culture change and the team is better. The team is like, their morale's a lot better, everything, all this. But they can get the ass kicked by the Chiefs this Sunday. They're pissed. They're pissed. And I usually don't think it's going to be too much of a blowout, but I like the Chiefs 30-16 over the Raiders.
Ooh. All right.
Give me that line.
I think we're all on the agreement with covering. I like the Chiefs at 28-14. It's still ugly, but the defense plays really good for Kansas City. Mm-hmm. And Aiden O'Connell is just a turnover machine.
Yeah.
Could this be the second best game of the week coming up? The Bills at 6-5. Traveling to Philly. Just off their fresh victory over the Chiefs at 9-1. Philly only a 3.5-point favorite at home.
Tough call.
That's an interesting line.
It is. Oh, man. I'm going to go for the upset. I'm going to take the Bills here. I don't know why or what, but I think the Bills go in there and sneak one out 24-20. I think the weather could come into play again if it's on the East Coast this weekend. So I don't know how all that's going to play out, but I'm guessing it's going to kind of have some effects. But yeah, 24-20 Bills pull the upset.
Man, I'm with you, T. This is my upset pick too, man. I'm sorry, I had the Bills too, man. I did. I like them, man, for some reason. Short week. You can throw on the Eagles, man. You know, the Chiefs, if those guys catch the ball, the Chiefs are throwing for over 300-something yards against them easily. You know, if the Chiefs catch those balls. So, you know, I don't think Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis and Shakir will drop those balls. They'll catch them from Josh Allen. Yeah, he'll probably have his turnover, his pick, his fumble, whatever. He does every game. But I think they somehow, some way, pull it out. 28-27 over the Eagles.
28-27?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on upset alert too. I had the Bills.
I promised you I did, T. I had it was the one I had.
Yep. Sure. Yep. Cool. Got it.
But I got
want me to change mine to the Eagles?
Nope. I'm
27.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
27-17. I think there's a little letdown from the win over KC. And I think Bills just always seem to get going. And I think
the Eagles are looking ahead to next week against the 49ers too. A lot of look ahead to that.
That's a tough schedule for them. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Cowboys the next week.
Yep.
So Chiefs, Bills, 49ers, and Cowboys in 4 weeks. That'll define who you are real quick.
Yeah, and then they get Giants too the last 3 weeks, so they'll be all right. But anyways, we got the Ravens at 8-3, traveling to the Chargers at 4-6. Ravens only a 4-point favorite on the road, even though half that crowd will be Baltimore fans.
Right.
I don't trust the Ravens at all, and I don't trust the Chargers at all. So I'm gonna take the Chargers to 24-21. Somehow they just pull out a victory. I don't know. It's not really much other explanation. We've seen it all already, and so I just think they have the advantage of being at home, and the Ravens have to travel across country.
Full Sunday night game. I'm looking forward to it. Tough. I think they're going there Friday to prepare early, I believe. That's what I had read, that the Ravens are going to travel there kind of early. Friday, I believe, is where what they're going to do. Man, I don't know. Lamar losing Andrews is going to be tough. I think likely fills in fairly well for him. You can obviously throw against the Chargers. You just saw Jordan Love throw for 300 plus against them. So, I mean, that guy can do it. I'm sure as hell think Lamar could do it, and he never throws for 300 yards. So, but I like him throwing for 300 in this one. I'm going to go Ravens 31, Chargers 23.
All right. Well, I got the Ravens, and I like them big, and I think it's the last game that Brandon Staley coaches. 31-17.
Wow. Ooh.
That game is at 304. 304 for the over-under now. So.
God. Crazy.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Jeez.
And our final game for Rapid Fires, we got to wrap this up. Another short episode, as always. Our Bears 3-8 traveling to Minnesota to take on Joshua Jobs and the 6-5 Vikings. Vikings 3.5-point favorite at
home. Say give me Dobbs at home. Not sure what the Bears are. I mean, the Bears are going to. I mean, with Fields in, they're going to play a little bit better, like they have, or they haven't. And I don't know. Dobbs is magical. He's going to get it done. Probably last drive or something. But 24-20 Vikings.
Yeah, I agree with T. I mean, I think the Vikings defense has stepped it up a little bit. They're not. You can't run against them, so that's really kind of the Bears' strength is running the ball. I think that letdown the Bears had that last 4 minutes of the game is just huge morale buster for the defense. So I think it's a close game because divisional game. I'm going to go Vikings 24, Bears 21.
All right. Well, I'm going Bears. I mean, as I like watching the Dobbs story, but he's 2-9 as a starter. So, I mean, I know you got not much better with Justin Fields and his
I was like,
6
what's his record?
So, but no, I just think that Chicago's getting healthier. And like we talked about last week, these Fields is still playing for his job. Eberflus is still coaching for his job. There's potential on this team, but I think Bears win 28-18.
Eberflus feels like Nathaniel Hackett 2.0 in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a dude that doesn't really understand the concepts of being a coach. Maybe a little bit,
yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like he doesn't get a lot of the,
same thing
areas
with Staley.
of coaching the game. True.
Staley, you could put Staley on the same thing. So with that, guys, let's wrap this up. Ryan, tell everybody about where they
can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. You can search for our podcast and our show there. Also, look for us on YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, The Real Tree Shaker Show. You will find us.
There's our
Tyson, what's to say bye?
Tyson.
Bye.
What up, guy?
Yes.
It's our future.
He wanted to say happy
marketer.
Thanksgiving to y'all. And happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving,
you
guys.
too, brother.
And to Kai, too.
Yes.
And all of our, 3 listeners that we have. So hopefully they enjoy themselves, too.
Damn, you usually give us 13. So now we've lost 10 people.
Yeah, well.
I know.
Maybe there's Phil with turkey.
When Ryan keeps talk about his Cowboys as much as he does, we're gonna lose fans and listeners. So
True.
I'm kidding.
True.
I'm kidding.
Well, with that, everybody have a safe holiday. Make sure you don't fire your turkey fryers in the house. And don't.
Oh, we're getting the video from you, right? Video.
I'm gonna try
turkey frying.
I gotta get a selfie stick so I can do it. I guess I don't know how to do that.
Set up your phone. Set up your phone right in front of you.
Yeah, I'll just put it on my hat. I'll just put it on my hat. So,
hey, good idea.
I don't know. But anyways, guys, fun as always. Safe holiday.
Yes.
We're talking to you soon. Make sure you get that nap in between those games.
Especially in the Cowboy game.
That's right.
Yes.
Guys, It's been fun.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for listening. We love y'all.
Peace out, guys. Love you guys.
This has been the Real Tree Shaker Show. Oh, boil rules.
Oh, boil.